Auto talking show Unlearning, and today I want to talk about something of how many times we put ourselves into visions of others to who we are, and we interpretate that we have to respond to that vision so we can be more digestible or more comprehensive for the others, because that's how they see and perceive us. It's really deep how we build our performance. And performance here, I want to say the way that I'm speaking to you right now, the way that I'm teaching you, the way that I'm putting my language, my communication, and my presence to be here talking to you, to doing this. Because if I'm gonna have this talk with a friend, I'm going to be performing another part of my personality, or another way of performing who I am. So we here are understanding that performance is not something fake. It's the art of the theater, the art of the storytelling, the art of knowing how you put yourself and how you communicate so people will understand what you want to talk. Because we have levels of consciousness that are connected to the profundization that we see the world, as cosmovision, as philosophy, as the judgment of society, of humanity, of our history. Everyone builds their vessel or their systemic understanding of the world. So I understand the world is this, I understand that food is this, I understand that humanity is this, I understand that family is this, I understand that relationships is this, I understand that working is this. So for you is this, but for me is another constellation entirely. And when I let you that have your own constellation look at me and interpret my life, myself, and that's the way I digest who I am and put myself in the world, that's a problem. I saw myself included, and I see a lot of, in this moment that we are living, there are too many rights. This is right, this is influence, this is reality, this is ambition, this is success. But I think we forgot a little bit about the journey of life, of living, of really being inside you, inside me. See this. When you get in a place where people know you, you put yourself in the place in a different position, even though, like, oh, people are gonna talk about me, or they are gossiping, or they're judging me because of what I'm wearing, what I'm doing. So you put yourself there with the performance to respond to other people wait of you, or think of you to respond on the way that you see them, so they are right about their interpretation about you. That's why changing the place that you are used to, going on a travel, moving to another city, another country, another continent, it's gonna expand the capacity of you to be you. You are not attached to what other people think of you and their interpretation of your past version so much, because no one ever saw you. So you just can be there, present, co-living with life, communicating, seeing things as they are showing. So I wanted to bring this idea here for us to start to understand that when we see embodiment, yes, of who you want to be, but actually you already are this one who you want to be. The thing is, you are trying to prove out there that you are this, instead of embodying that you already are this without the validation, judgment, interpretation of anyone. Because if you want to be, you already are. If I want to be, well, I am. Why there is a gap? The gap is only because people will keep judging you for what you were. So if you show yourself different in another day, people will judge you. And you might come back of the way you are positioning yourself to give them what they want. Because it's human to perceive the acceptance, the love, the belonging out. But right now we are choosing and going to the belonging in. I belong to myself. I belong to my story. I belong to my desires. I belong to my decisions. I belong to me. I belong to my body. And if I belong to my body, if I belong to me, I'm dangerous somehow. But I'm dangerous to the convenience that we have as a society to not transform, to keep ourselves locked. And because we are locking ourselves, we choose to lock other people also. And that's how this relationship between humans have been, and some are and some aren't. But if we are seen as a society, and some people like, I don't care anymore. You can have the vision that you want from me. I'm just living. I'm just celebrating life. I'm just choosing. I'm just building. And that's when we really find ourselves on the right places. Suddenly. Because that's why you accept surrounding you. That's what you are. So that's what surrounds you. So embodiment on a perspective of the changing of vision to how to see yourself, to this allowing to perform and to put yourself on a posture, and to not let this be too much involved with your intimacy of or sense of worth and value. When we create this embodiment, when we live this embodiment, we understand and that I'm going to the coffee shop, I'm going to have a posture there. I'm going to a festival, I'm going to have a posture there. I'm going to perform differently in everywhere I go. We already do that. But unconscious, we can have consciousness of how, of what we are wanting there, and put ourselves with our body, with our entire presence of our embodiment, so we can transmit exactly what we want. That was another Unlearning Aura Talking Show. See you next time.